Okay, so I know too many of my viewers and subscribers are tired of me talking about LA. I'm sure many of you all get it already. I hate that fucking place. I hope that place just gets destroyed in a nuclear explosion. I really do mean that. I really don't care. But yes, I am tired of talking about LA, but I have two more videos after this one that I'm gonna make where I'm still shitting on California, Los Angeles, California, to be exact. What I refer to as Los Scandalous Shitfornia. So in this video, what I'm trying to do is just in case to any of you all out there somewhere who still isn't convinced that you shouldn't move to Los Angeles or live there, that this is what I'm gonna tell you. So, and this is based on my I used to love LA, and I moved back to California when I was living in Tennessee, pursuing my useless college degree, and yeah, I just longed for the opportunity to live in LA, which I finally made that happen, and that just exploded in my face due to a lot of unforeseen, extenuating circumstances, and then some of it I should have like been able to notice or picked up, but I was naive at the time. So I get it. I've been there, and I'm from Orange County, which is the suburb outside of LA, So I wanted to have that experience. But so, like, toward the end of me living in LA, when I was working background work as an extra on TV, different television shows and movie shows as an extra, and also when I did Uber and Lyft through the rideshare program, and I was the driver for that. I talked to many people. I met many people along the way in both fields, of which I was out there hustling, trying to barely make it in spite of all the hustle. I met so many people who was not from LA. And these people were from like random places from around the country and also from around the world, but mostly around the country. These people came from places like Ohio, Nebraska, Buffalo, New York, Massachusetts, New Hampshire, Michigan, Wisconsin, Minnesota. You know, like, do you guys notice a theme in all those places I named? All those places have really cold, freezing winter weather. Like the weather gets cold in the winter and most of the fall and the springtime. People got tired of that. I mean, I can't imagine growing up and living in a climate such as that. Yes, I grew up in Southern California, like I stated earlier in the video. So, yes, I kind of don't blame these people. They want to move to a sunnier climate, a warmer climate from what they're used to. And plus, like, where they're from is like boring or something, or just not very exciting. Okay, I get it. I understand. And to any one of you who's listening to this video, I'm not telling you to not move somewhere for better weather. If you want to live somewhere that has a warmer climate, there's other places you could move to other than Los Angeles, California. That's all I'm saying. You know, the juice is not worth the squeeze. It's not worth it to live in California, to live in LA. So many people I met, all they said, the first thing that come out of their mouth was, "Oh, the weather is so great. The weather, you guys have great weather." I'm like, fuck the weather. I'm not getting to enjoy it. You see, I'm working with you on set, or I'm giving you a ride around this godforsaken place. Fuck the weather. I'm not enjoying it. What's so great about this damn weather? And I was all about the weather myself. I grew accustomed to it. I mean, that's what happens. But when you're an adult and you fall on hard times and you just, and of course, part of the LA lifestyle, you don't have too many real friends. And of course, with my circumstance and situation, I didn't have family that could help me. So I have to take care of it myself, and I have to hustle, and that's fine. I'm a hustler, but for what? I'm still not able to take care of myself. So fuck the weather. People, that's always the first thing people say. I'm like, okay, you so all about the warm climate. There's plenty of places in America you can move to that have warm or hot climate. It might not quite be like California or LA weather, but it's warmer than where you come from. So I'm going to give you a list of places where you can move to that has warm or warm to hot climate. You have Las Vegas and you have Phoenix, Arizona, and any of those desert communities in between and around that area. Now, it's not California weather. It's actually brutally hot there. But hey, it's hotter than Ohio. Well, in the summer, Ohio has humid summers or whatever. But I'm talking about like in the wintertime, it's warmer than Ohio is. So it's not, you're not going to freeze your, balls off like you would in Ohio. So you could try Las Vegas, Nevada, Phoenix, Tucson, Arizona. Then you could also consider moving to most places within Texas, especially the south part, like Houston or San Antonio. It's very warm there. It has a mild climate in the wintertime. It doesn't get too cold. A lot of people are moving to Texas, not necessarily for the weather, but jobs. Um, that's another thing. You also have Florida. Florida is very warm. It's warm throughout most of the year, even in the wintertime. Of course, you might have to deal with crazy thunderstorms like hurricanes. But hey, Florida is warmer than New Hampshire. Florida has warmer weather than Buffalo, New York. So that's the weather thing. And I've already made a video earlier in this series talking about the weather aspect. I need to go back on that again. I just need to re-emphasize, like, the weather's not worth it. Now, if you're like a rich son of a bitch, or you hit the lottery, or you work really hard, or you work in a very high paying white collar job, or some other job that pays you lots of money, and you can afford to live in LA, then good for you. Have at it. But fuck the weather. And then, like, I'm basically repeating myself. And then, the women. The women are fake. The women are trash. The women are just the worst attention whores you'll ever meet in your life. Even fat, unattractive, ugly women are attention whores. Can you believe that fucking shit? You know LA's bad when you got fat, unattractive, ugly women who are attention whores and snobs and think they're better than you. So I don't know. And if you don't measure up supposedly as a man according to the LA lifestyle culture, you'll be lucky if you could even attract one of them raggedy women who's like a 4. So, I don't know. You'll be desperate and thirsty enough to do that, and they'll still treat you like crap and think they're better than you. And then you're not going to have no real friends. Too many people just fake as hell. And I don't mean the fake smile and the fake grin, and people act like they're happy to see you. I mean, you do run into that. I'm talking about fake friends, like someone you thought was your friend, only for you to realize 5, 6, 7, 10 years later, that person really wasn't your friend, but you just didn't see it. And the reason why, because since the majority of people in LA are assholes and douchebags and pieces of shit, when you run into a person that's, halfway nice, halfway decent, you think, and I'm not talking about the fake nice, because you'll learn to spot that out too, living in LA. I'm talking about someone you think that is cool. Just because someone was kind of cool compared to everyone else, you think that could be your friend. And you go down this long road, not realizing that piece of shit is not even your friend. I'm gonna make another video talking about that. So LA is not worth it. I advise you, like the states I named, just try those states. It's cheaper than LA. The states and cities that I named earlier in the video, it has a lower cost of living than LA, and it has warm weather, but just in a different capacity than LA, but it's still warmer than Michigan. So LA is very disappointing. If you move to LA, be prepared to you're gonna have to change as a person. You're gonna have to just be the worst, nastiest douchebag ever. You might even be a decent person, but LA changes you. It breaks you. The longer you live there, you're slowly dying, and you don't realize it. Something about LA attracts the worst kind of people. It attracts a lot of naive people, but it also attracts a lot of the worst, despicable people who's built for the LA culture to add on to the problem of the absurdity of LA. And that is all I got to say on that matter.